Domo, domo, domo. Hi, hi, hi. How everyone? Hi, Victoria. Got to here. Hurry up and how's going? Hi, sorry, but I think I will have to leave before the stream ends. Sorry. It's okay. It's alright. Don't worry. Nothing to worry about. If you need to, of course. We gotta do our things, right? Nothing to feel bad about. Let me, before I'll get into the like proper stream, I'm going to like send out the link, so give me a second. I'll just quickly send out the notifications everywhere and we'll be able to come back. Nechi, we continue working on my 2D model. Okay. No, it's because I have tomorrow school. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I understand. I've got work tomorrow, so you know, it's, I understand the need, especially when we have like what, 2 hours, we're like 2 hours apart or 2 hours ahead, so most likely when I'll be nearly done with the stream for you, it's going to be like what, like nearly midnight, like 2300, something like that. So yeah, worry not. Huh. So. What's left? Let's before we actually get into the also, let's, while I'm still like sending out the links, let's make a fast summary. So, from one thing to another, I can say that we are going to have a so basically what we have to do, right? I think before I get into like splitting the eyes and face in general, everything, I'm going to make like a base of the hairs, split the hairs as the full thing from the character, and split the head with the neck. So we are going to have the body is going to be like its own layer, then we are going to have the neck, and then we are going to have the head, and the head is going to be done in a way that we are going to have a bald head. So we, in general, for already we have 3 separate parts. This we can work on with no problem. So let's do that. Just, you know, trying to get as much as possible done today, you know, so I wouldn't be sweating over things during the week. I still have 2 weeks left before my week off, slightly more than week off. But we'll see if I'm going to have a break on May 1st, because May 1st is like a national holiday, but it's our Polish national holiday, and our company is delivering the things on European scale. So basically we are like working internationally, so even though for us it's like, you know, May 1st day off, and such, we as people who are working international, like operating on international scale, we have to keep in mind that May 1st is not the holiday for rest of the world, so basically we still might need to go to work. I don't mind that. It's just one day out of like over a week. Yeah, 9 days. It's not really that big of a deal, and I'm just going to come back on at 16, right? Slightly after, because at 16 I'm finishing everything and I'm going on a day, you know, on the time off. Also, I need to most likely like talk with my boss, because like I hope he remembers that I'm having the time off, because apparently the colleague who is taking care of all the documentations and stuff don't have my documents about my time off, so that's the thing. It'll be cool, definitely. Hope he's not going to make any shady stuff, because like I've informed him about my week off way before, actually, in like March or something like that, in last month for sure. And I think it was like middle of the last month, so what is the favorite dessert of a ghost? Ice cream. God damn. Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Also, considering that it's going to be a time off from work, right? I do want to get my normal sleeping schedule, which is, well, I used to sleep for only 4 hours a night. I really want to get back to it. The thing is that, you know, I'm falling asleep at certain hours only because I'm procrastinating and I'm not doing anything and my brain doesn't have the stimuli. If I would like stimulate my brain, I could possibly like go even further. I've already had situations like that, but at times it's like, for example, on Sunday when my brain finally like gets enough of a detox, and it's like, okay, we can do our stuff, and then I'm like sitting, for example, until like 2 a.m. I have to wake up at 7, and then I'm waking up at that 7, and it's, you know, messing me up because I fell asleep way too late. Because I'm also not really ready for such thing. Back in the days, I used to actually have this kind of thing going on, and I know it was like breaking me a little. Well, let me explain you. I feel bad when I'm sleeping a lot. That is, I feel heavy, I feel generally bad and very lethargic when I sleep about 8 hours, right? If I sleep 8 hours, which means I'm already sleeping too much. When I'm sleeping 7 hours, it's bearable, but I'm still kind of slow and I need about an hour or two to wake up properly. When I'm sleeping for 6 hours, it's already starting to be alright. So maybe sleeping 6 hours is the goal. When I'm sleeping 4 hours, I've noticed I'm like the most productive throughout the day. I can work on my work stuff and I can come back home and still operate on many things related to my private things. It's giving me like a lot of creative power when I'm sleeping like that. But the problem is that it's very difficult for me to like get back to that state, because I was sick, but like really darn sick. Like I was bedridden. It was like common cold that was turned into something way worse, right? So like I was just knocked out, and I've slept at some point for 12 hours, and ever since, it's impossible for me to come back to this. It's impossible for me to come back to that 4-hour sleep system. So maybe this week is going to be go. We'll see. Definitely I want to sleep like sleep like that, you know, for maybe some time to maximize the work output I'm going to do, and try to stream a bit more, because I'm going to of course have much more time for myself, so I'll be able to sit down, you know, stream a little bit more, maybe finally do those videos that I want to do, because probably I'm going to also work on some scenarios. Like, I know what I want to do, the thing is that I need the scenarios, and that's my, you know, that's my main issue. I really need to figure out the scenarios, and after figuring that out, I'm going to be able to just sit down and finish everything up. If only. I want to also stream games, but I don't have, like... I have so many artistic projects that I want to take care of, that streaming games is like very specific. I want to get back into streaming every single day. I used to do that some time ago, and stream games whenever I'm tired, because like sure, and make only breaks when I'm like seriously tired, like I'm falling asleep tired, you know, because when I'm tired and I don't have the mood for drawing, it's one thing. I'm usually just sitting down and playing games, and it's just still, you know, it's still enough for me to play games. But there are days where I'm just also like, yeah, all I need is just probably eat some ice cream and fall asleep. That's that. So yeah, I'm happy that I can finally like progress with so many things. Like for example, with this model, like this is as far as I've ever got to make the Live 2D model, basically, because considering that I want to make my own kind of, you know, thing going on, and just make this model in Spine. That's definitely something. Huh. I'm looking at this because I know that there's going to be a lot of things going on, so I believe I might actually need to also connect things here. Just not really like properly connected, but just make some kind of like space to make things work, I guess. Okay, so we've got the torso, and here's the question, do I want to make that merge? I think I do. Okay, let me quickly make this one. So I'm going to go like this. Bridge here. And go like the same way on the other side. So like, I guess I can just... I don't know, like what, copy and paste this? Like this. It should be, you know, I did copy and paste everything, so that should work. Yeah. Alright, and now let's make the line art. I think I need to go to sleep. Alrighty. Sleep well. Bye bye. Good night. So we've got that. So we've got the body itself. Now we need to make the neck. Neck actually supposed to go into the head. Just like that. And then merge like this. So I'm going to actually delete that. Take this. I'm just going to try to like, yeah, like this. So now the neck is also going to be nice and symmetrical. No, alright. And yeah, you know. I love this art. Good night. Good night, Victoria. Good night. Sleep well. Okay, we've got this, now the head, and we want to split the hair from the model. That will be probably more problematic than anything else here. Why am I stuttering all of a sudden? Alrighty. This here. Yep. Cut. Let's also cut those hairs because we're going to bridge this one too. So in general, we are just going to have like a full thing going on, right? So we have the hairs separate. We're going to take care of the hairs later. I'm going to copy those. Flip it. Put it into the place, which is here. But I need to delete the rest of the eye. There we go. And alright, that works. The ear needs to be also taken out. Let's copy and paste this. This is why I like digital, you know, I can just copy and paste this, copy and paste that. Especially when it comes to like something very precise. I feel like this is actually, you know, way better than sweating over like one try that you have in the, you know, traditional art. We've actually had like a nice half of the head. I guess you can also. I really want this symmetry going on, you know. That's why I think we need to really pay much closer attention to all of that here. Not like this, like this. There you go. They want to make... There we go. See? And now we have a nice shape of the head. It just needs to be bridged here. And I'm going to make the face as a line art right now, as a full. Later on we are going to just copy and paste things as they are. You know what, maybe I'm actually going to take the face before we even start doing things, you know? Yeah. I feel like this is going to be a better way to do it. And if someone would ever wonder, I'm doing those lines first because then when I'm doing the line art, we have those like semi-translucent lines. It's actually making it so the darker line is making still the darker line, which is going to look like a proper line art. But then we have, even if I have shaky hands, you can see that this is still making up for that shakiness, so I don't have to worry about my shaky hands basically. Of course, it's going to be really darn visible when we are going to look at it in a close-up, but from far away as a model, or just basically how usually people are looking at the artworks, it's still going to be quite, you know, quite alright, a-okay, you know what I mean? Okay, so we've got that, and now we need to make the noses, faces, and other things. I'm doing this also because later on I'm going to separate all of that into their own kind of categories, so like face, so we are going to have head, which is going to have like the head shape and face, and hairs, right? So we are going to have like three things, so like the head shape base plus face, which is going to like differ, and we are going to have the hairs, which are also going to differ, but also going to have like their own kind of things, you know? Wait. Okay. Easy as that. Although I feel like I could do things a bit differently, but whatever. Maybe at some point where, like, you know, I'm going to stream a little bit with that, or I'm just going to learn how to rig it, and, you know, when I'm going to finally have, you know, a bit more possibilities to, I'm just going to sit down and finish everything up, you know, or make a new model. Of course, I want to make different models, basically, but, you know. This is just Devis 1.0, so... All I need to do here is doing the same trick that we've had, so like copy, paste. Yep. That, going down, deleting the eye from the back. And we've got the face. Perfect. By the way, the scar. Scar also is very important, so... There we go. Alrighty. Face, head, neck, hairs. Yes. The hairs. So basically I need to make like the backdrop for the hairs, right? So things made with this element, right? Because it's supposed to be like back, center, and front hairs, right? So center are going to be like hairs here with those backdrops, and front is going to be like those hairs here. So that's the back, which is supposed to be at the bottom, so like here. Then we have the, I'm going to just separate the front from the back, which actually is supposed to be like this. Yep. Actually, maybe plus those hairs here, like this. So we have front hairs, center hairs, back hairs. So now let's focus on the back hairs, which is how the hairs basically are going to look like from the back, even if covered by something. But I think we're going to go for like also very symmetric element here and just merge it like this. Again, I want to, it's just 1.0 version. I want to do it like quickly, efficiently, just to have some kind of like view on things, how I'm supposed to operate with everything, you know, this kind of stuff. Also, those back hairs also should be connected with the head shape. I'm going to actually make those slightly transparent, like 50%, so that I would know which is what. And back hairs here, yeah. That. So going like this, yeah. Wait, actually, all right. I think I've got it. That's why I've hid it. It's just something I need to look into on my own. Here, just like that. Alrighty, and let's cut this piece out, and also let's mirror it like that. And okay. See, the hairs are not going out of the borders of the head, which is good. This is actually how they're supposed to be. So now we also know that those center hairs need to fix just a little bit though, in a very specific way. I'm going to copy that because I need that some kind of, you know, rotation around the ear. Yeah. Let's just see now with the head shape. Yeah, that looks good. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And now I'm going to keep it like that because this is actually supposed to be like how the forehead is going to be marked. So those are, you know, those hairs. So I need like to find it center, and we can, I guess, count the how big the thing's supposed to be, because like it's supposed to be, I guess, in this style, like to the height of the from the chin to the height of the nose bridge, and then from the nose bridge it's supposed to be the same, like, you know, level. So this is where it's supposed to be. Okay, and that's actually nice. Perfect. Cool. Let's now just mark this. Bueno, I like it. Okay, Picasso, I like it. And those hairs actually supposed to be... Yeah. I guess we are just going to leave those hairs like that. I'm just going to make some lines for it. Like this. But those are like the front hairs, right? Those are the hairs that we're going to have like basically most likely swinging all the time. So those need to be kind of like this. Exactly. I guess I'm going to start making line art based off of these. Hi Muto, glad to have you here. How are you? How's it going? Blep. How was sleep? How are you doing? How are you feel? I'm tired. You just woke up, didn't you? No. What do you mean no? When did you wake up? At 10? So like hour and a half ago? How can you be tired after an hour and a half of being up? 10:30, okay. Well, you haven't slept for a while, too, because you fell asleep at, what, 10? Or even later, because you couldn't fall asleep? Yep, yeah. Well, that's still about, like, 8 hours of sleep. That's still good. Did you drink Monster? Hi Zagaga, to have you here. How are your pen has gone? Not yet? Alright, wait, the Twitch stream name. I need to do that. There it is. Alrighty. Not yet? By the way, yesterday I've got myself a pouches with caffeine. And they ain't doing shit. I think at this point caffeine is just not working on me. I need to have like a pure detox from everything, but I'm so tired after not drinking coffee. Like I'm falling asleep way faster. So yeah, I started working on my tutorials. How do you call it? Tutorials. Not resumes. Scenarios. I don't know why resume was stuck in my head so badly. Anyway. So yeah. Zaga, how are you? Yeah. Meh. Meh? Well. Surviving. Okay, so we've got the head. Oh no. So we've got the head, we've got the hair, we've got the face, we've got the neck, and we've got the torso. Does that mean that we are done with it? Torso... Oh, that's supposed to be in the entirety of the model. Pantless. So this is how it looks like. Yeah. I need to make flats for every single thing. And I have to shade all of that. This... So basically, it would be such a pain in the neck. Let me explain. So basically, I'll have to like keep in mind how things supposed to look like. So like how the eye's supposed to be cut and such. Because for example, the bottom eyelid will have to be separate to the top eyelid. Iris would have to be separate from the sclera. So basically, like, I'll have to keep everything separate because like the sclera is supposed to be like fully on. I think I could also just make the scleras on the head itself, but I feel it's also going to be problematic to keep it like that because I don't think I've seen people doing it like this. One way to another, basically the like scleras will have to be separate and we'll have to like keep everything, you know, like, yeah. And like we'll have to make sure that the irises themselves are going to be like full irises that are going to be cut by the eyelids that we're going to make. And the eyelids will have to have like chunks of the skin just so when we are going to like transform it to make the eyes close, the iris is not going to poke from the bottom. That's why I feel like that making the models like that is really a huge pain in the neck, but it's something I don't think we have a control over. It's just something we have to do. And I see that actually the head itself, yeah, the head itself doesn't have the line art yet. So we need to also make the line art for the head too, no? Oh wait, nah, it has, it's just 50% opacity, okay. So, going from top to bottom, I guess just at first I'm going to keep everything in like folders and stuff because it's just going to be a pain in the neck to keep everything without much of, you know, things, right? Yeah. Thankfully, most of the things that we're going to do is going to be like operatable and we don't need to pay that much of an attention to rigging it. Like for example, we need to rig arms in the shoulders and forearms and hands because but the hands don't need to be like, you know, fully like animated too, so we can keep them like this. We just need to be able to like make the model swing from left to right because it's 2D. I I guess when I'm going to make emotes for Davis, then I'm going to like animate the hands. But it's just going to be, you know, like something I have to work through. So that's that. So yeah. So wait, those are the gauntlets. Hands, forearms. Okay, wait. I think those 4 can be in arms thing. Arms, let's say. Of course, people are still separating it to be like fully, right? So you have left arm, right arm, right? So it's like still like this, but I feel like it's not really necessary. All the belt elements. That's the belt. Belty, yeah. That's the belt. Okay, hold up, I need to fill out the legs. Because those are going to be also in separate thing. So wait. That. And over here I need to finish up the legs themselves. Because sure, we're going to only swing, waiting. What are you waiting for? Food? Also, Zega, did you eat something today? You said wait? Oh. Don't confuse me, please. Now we have like some kind of idea how I want to do it. Also had food comments left, I see. I see. I'm yet to eat some proper dinner. So yeah, legs not separate but merged. Hair. Did you eat, Zaga? Yeah, what did you eat? Also, folks, what did you eat? Just in general. Head, and I'm going to take just the head into that, and torso itself is going to be like with the neck separately, I guess. Just for now. Torso. Okay. Now let's do the arms, huh? I'm going to bibimbap. But isn't it like the, you know, isn't it like the and two balls with jam? Oh, that's nice. Isn't bibimbap just like leftovers mushed together? Not really, I see. Well, just, you know, wondering. So they were. It's fixed thing, I see. Shoot. I think that's, yeah, that's going to be much better. Why is it so creepy? I have no idea. Has mushroom, beef, carrots, veggies on rice bed. Ooh, that makes me hungry. I'm really in need to munch on something after the stream. Also, I'm happy because I'm almost done with all the stuff that I need to do, so I just need to color things and shade them. I believe I should be done with them today, and I should be able to also catch up with one more sketch. Because I want to make all of the sketches for all of the things that they have, right? Okay, so we have the hands. I'm just going to, yeah. Use the easier thing. Has much more precision here. To do that, I just need to go over the line art. How is it going on, everybody? It's me, Mario. Hi, and glad to have you here. How your pen has gone? How have you been, buddy? Hi, Mario. Have you seen Luigi? Luigi. Luigi. Shoot. He has gone to find Princess Peach and hadn't returned yet. Princess Peach? Isn't that your task to do, Mario? If you do life to the spine, you don't have to worry about the circles. Okay. So yeah, I do. So that middle finger. What middle finger? Get these jokes aside. Why is it every time Peach gets killed, Luigi and Bowser have fun after I had her out in your drawing? Oh? What do you mean? Wait. So that middle thing? I don't understand. I'm in confusion. Hey, are you guys doing a long time no see, buddy? Huh? Jacked, are those of Wonder Woman's or something? Bruh. Imagine. No, it's a genuine question. Brother, I'm making my 2D model. It's Davis. Those are Davis's arms. We've worked on that yesterday, and I think you were on that stream too. brother. Like... No, I wasn't. Like, I have been not your streams like for over a week or two. Sorry for that, by the way. No, it's alright. But I think I saw you on Wednesday or something. Alright, that's out of the picture. Not here, the belt. I've been the wind, I guess. Imagine. It must have been the wind, he says. Damn. I just heard the fact that... Huh? Please. Oh. Oh my. Wait. If you watch horror movies or something like that alone, your brain is dumb enough to imagine things like that, but how would it affect people like you, Davis? Imagination stuff. To be fair, I don't know, I'm just looking at the horror movie and I like see, for example, idiocy in this scenario, or I see how I admire these special effects. Like, the horrors are just horrors. It's that I don't have like any thrill or anything scary going on in the horror movies, basically. So there are just couple. Actually, there was one where there was like a really stupid jump scare. Like, you think that the movie finished and then like all of a sudden right in the middle you get the freaking jump scare at the very end. That got me jumped, but like everything else is like, yeah. Like, for example, on the last movie I've watched, there was this thing where on the last time I can't talk today. Like, holy, please send help. Still haven't received my surprise. Surprise? What is going on? Why is Mother spamming most of you? Oh my. Yeah. This is between you two, yeah. Damn. It's because the middle finger, maybe? Oh my. What? Oh my. Funny when Devi is out of context, yeah. I don't understand what middle finger we're talking about. I'm just that good. I don't understand what's going on. Show the hands. Wait, I'm coloring now. What's up? What middle finger? Crab people? Don't understand what do you mean by middle finger and why you wanted me to like show the thing. It's too big? It's not. What do you mean it's too big? It's wonky. It is not. How can it be too big? It is. No, it's not. Middle finger is higher. It is higher than the pointing finger. It looks like one of those Fallout creatures. The hell you mean, brother? This somebody say wonk. Either red was the leg on the torso. Oh. I see. Damn. Why you no mirror? Because that one is not really that precise. It doesn't really need that much, but yeah, I think I should. I see you guys' vision on the finger. What? I'm telling you, Han, it's wonky. It's not. Tell you later about it. I have a doubt, Muto. Are you from or currently living there? Bruh. Look. From the bottom of your hand to the tip of your middle finger, it's the same space as from your chin to the top of your forehead. From you, see? Like the long finger with small palm. Look. It's give or take. It's not really that huge difference. And I'm telling you that because I have literally the same looking fingers. I know what Muda's problem. What up? Hands are feminine with long skinny finger, which makes them look long. Why do you need your 2D model for Davis? To stream? Yeah, to stream with 2D model. Easier customization than 3D. And VRoid models are not really good, so I'm going to have nice customizable 2D model while I'm going to finally find time to work on 3D and finally make my 3D model, basically. Please, this boring. It's not boring. It's not boring. This is the standard for VTubers, so like everyone is literally having it like that. I like your hands and hair glitching out, bruh. Well, considering that, you know, I have so many issues, then I guess I really need to like speedrun this model to finally exchange it. A long red sensor bar? Yes. Anatomically accurate. Big deal was my nickname in high school. Jeez. Really? No. Well, the Mach 4 horse for a reason. Bro. They've called you a horse for a reason. Was it because of a thief? Sorry. Bruh. So, considering that I can sit down and finish up the scenarios so easily, I'm really surprised that I'm still not done with any of those scenarios that I want. Like, in theory, I could just sit down and write one after another. How are your jobs going on? So, basically, I've decided not to move on with that offer for the translator. Everybody, by the way. Call me Zega for a reason. That's my name. Yeah. So, basically, I've decided not to move on with that translator job and just keep moving with the job I have right now. Keep on saving as much as possible, doing moves to save more, and basically, I'm in college. You're in college today? Why? Oh, I think I know what you mean. Which year semester? So basically that's the thing. I know this job is going to make me miserable, but it's sure money. And I'll be able to... basically my goal is to keep on going with everything as it is. And, you know, just basically kind of get around with whatever I can, I suppose. Like, I want to... The thing is that my secret accounts are going good. And basically I might actually be able to exchange that passive income into my full-time job. I have to at a certain point because I'll have to register myself as a physical company or something like that, however you want to translate this, you know, as a freelancer, if I'm going to cross the minimal wage in earnings, which means I'll be screwed. So yeah. But if I actually manage to do that, I'll be able to like sustain myself. How the F I got a technical job before you're all older? Bro. What do you mean technical job? From who? These American terms, 1 year semester. Different opportunities in countries. Yeah. True. And I mean, me personally, I'm already on... Did you skip leg day on your character? No. Why? Don't really look for Polish tech support, guys. Oof. To be fair, I'm a international forwarding agent with project manager tasks. So it's like, basically after that I can go for like higher on the ladder after this job. I can go higher on the ladder and just, you know, I can... Well, to be fair, I'm quickly climbing this, so I feel like if I would want to continue this ladder, I would have to like take a moment Not technical job, but technical job. I'm bad at English. Well, I do have a job, you know, personally. I do have a job. Yeah. Why does your arm has some, but not those legs? Well, saving time, I guess. Look, the legs would have like a lot of stuff going on with them, like all the muscles and stuff, but pants are definitely like covering things, and arms are going to be more to the top, so I have to figure out like a way to keep everything going on basically as it is. So you can see that so we are going to be mostly like this, for example, or like this. So you can see only arms, chest, head, right? It's not that we are going to on everyday basis just be on a full zoom out, because it's not how you do the you know, VTubing. You want to like actually zoom in and show only like certain portion, and that portion is going to have the most details basically. And that's why legs have less details than everything else. It's just, you know, also memory saving, because like the more things, the more layers I have, the more like lines I have on my layer, the less, the more like memory it consumes. Davis look like Davis has a dragon. Bruh. I don't know. Wait. Yeah, I need this. There we go. What? Wait, no. Shoot. There you go. That's, yeah, exactly like that. What I need. So yeah, you know, that's the thing. That's the goal. You guys, I gotta sleep. Bye bye and bye bye. Thank you for coming. Sleep well. And you know. Good night. Yeah. So I need to make like some bunch of thumbnails for some projects, you know, just ahead. And I think I know more or less what I want to do finally with many stuff. I've got like the entire plan, I guess you can say that. And having the entire plan is actually going to be helpful for me because, you know, I'm just going to be able to prepare like videos and stuff, so I think it's going to be much easier, much better case of doing this. Yeah, what up? What up? I got my washing machines back. Let's go. Let's go. clean days. Yeah. Oh shit, I need to do laundry. Oh no. Actually, Zagan, did you work on any of your projects? I haven't heard you from you like working on stuff. Finally have good water pressure. Let's go. Actually, is it confirmed that the water pressure was actually limited because of that guy? Yeah, okay. Wait, no. It happens again. Wait, there we go. I needed to act and I had to like hide the music because I've got the information from YouTube that the songs in the background are actually belonging to someone else, so I have to like tell them again. I have to send the thing to people from lo-fi. The problem is happening again, but this time, like, you know, thankfully things are, you know, much better. I just need to try out playing songs from time to time. Man, a lot of things are happening with Chill Hop recently, so like I don't really know what to do with them, because on one hand, like, sure, that would be really cool to have, like, you know, finally everything, right? And have like my you know, my songs, right? Like background songs playing, because without that it's very problematic. I do have some like my own kind of songs that I just managed to somehow like get around that I know that I can use, but you know, I've actually talked with Chill Hop. Why is it? So basically, just because they are like, also, why is it laundry? So it ends with dry because laundering and drying? Huh. But then what is the dryer for? Hmm. To make things even more dry? Duh. Drying after the washing machine. So messing with your hand, with your bird. Damn. How do you know I do that? I feel exposed. Please don't. Oh my. I see your hands. Yeah. I see him too. All right. So we've got give or take something, right? Like still the torso left. So let's make the flats for all the parts, but then I'll have to, like, you know, watch a video, like how am I supposed to cut the model with those flats, and make sure that everything is, you know, on the place. And then we'll sit down and actually start, you know, doing things, you know. Shading. There you go. So after when I'll know how am I supposed to cut those things, then I'm going to, like, we're going to get back to this. That's why I'm most likely going to make a break after this stream from working on my 2D model, and we're going to draw something else. I want to finally make you know, an illustration of objects. So, like, I want to start making, like, uh deeper illustrations, like normal illustrations, you know what I mean? So that way we'll make sure that everything's going to be in place. So yeah. I'm going to look into the thing, if, you know, maybe I'll be able to, like, hi Void Smith, got every here, hurry up, and how's going? I think this is the first time, so hope you find a coffee corner here. How are you? Hi. Sorry for that. There's no background music. We've had alert from YouTube that the songs I was playing in the background are detected as someone's copyright, so I had to, you know, kill the music so YouTube wouldn't kill my channel or the stream. So yeah. And hey, how have you been? Drawing something, reading something, watching anime? I've actually finished second season of Free Run. And I have to say it was slightly weaker than first season. I feel like second season had, just because it had much less episodes, it felt like a lot of things were okay. I don't want to say, like, anything then. I don't know what I can say not to ruin someone's fun. So yeah, maybe try using music from NCS. NCS. Wait, let me check. NCS. No copyright sounds. It's You know what? I think it's going to have, like, the same issues, and I have to, like, work around stuff here. Let me tell you why is it happening with that entire thing with chill hop. So basically, like, we're listening to music from chill hop, but the problems we have are actually caused by people taking their songs and copywriting them on their channels, which leads to those songs actually affecting people who are using those songs. Like, huge amount of scammers is erupting from here. Recently, even Stanley a movie was talking about it, because there was a someone is making, like, Friday Nights Funkin' mod with, like, custom song. Dude actually composed the song and recorded it, so it was the author's original song, but just because there were, you know, issues with so basically, like, a lot of people started having problems because of that, because, like, some idiot actually stole that song, posted it on his channel, and basically he's now, like, using like, copyright strikes to, like, you know, steal money from people. And like, it's really crazy, because the dude is like, oh, but, like, how much in the end, like, you know, you are losing, like, what, $90 on top. And, like, no, it's, you know, it's not even about that. Like, it's not even, like, about this. It's just the sheer fact that he stole someone's intelligence property, so it's, like, messed up. But yeah, that's the thing. Lord Accurate Davis. Davis the monk. Oh yeah, no. I need to actually the hairs need to go with the head. So those 4 need to go here. And those should those 2 need to go here. Oh wait. The neck too. So that need to go here. There we go. We've got Davis in his full form. Let's go. Davis, it's not even him. Yeah. So basically, we've got the again. That was the plan for today. To like, do as much as possible and figure stuff out. And yesterday I was right. For those who weren't on the stream yesterday, yesterday I've said that literally whatever it was left, so like line art, flats, and like all the separation for the torso, neck, head, hairs, and stuff, is going to take me just as much as what we've done yesterday, and we actually did that. You're pretty good at drawing. I hope I can be as good as you, because I will change you to a drawing bottle. Let's go. I'm waiting, Void. But of course you will. Drawing is just like a matter of practice. So like, you know, it's like you can kind of say that you need to spending like some time on in experience to gain experience, to gain the skill. Art is literally about it. The more you are drawing, the more you are noticing things, the more things you are noticing, the more you are correcting yourself, and the more you are correcting yourself, the better you are getting. So like, it's like the best cycle of, you know, improvement, and it's like the best skill for this kind of, you know, learning basically. But yeah, you know, it's something that, well, yeah. Also, I really want to start making the tutorials, so maybe if there's going to be something you'll be interested in those tutorials, you might actually find something good in there. But yeah. We finished the, you know, we finished the model, quote unquote, finished the model. We still need, I need to read about what's needed, make like a list of things, how those things supposed to look like, make flats for those things. So most likely like I'm going to read where the thing's supposed to be, maybe like, and then like split the eyes into whatever those supposed to be. So I would have the irises, like how big the top eyelid's supposed to be, how big the bottom eyelid's supposed to be. Then we're going to sit down, make the shading on the character, yada. And hopefully we'll actually manage to go somewhere. Would you like to be a judge to my work? I would like some advice, but I don't want to make it like self-promotion. Actually, if you have a Discord, you can join there. On Discord, we have a channel called Art Critics. That channel on the server is destined for people who need some advices and feedback on their artworks. You know, quite often people are just, you know, posting their improvement, how they did. A lot of people also like give some more, you know, give some more stuff. You know, basically we are just, you know, people are just going somewhere. Sometimes it's just you need one small push, one small word that helps. But yeah, you know, I'll be glad to like, you know, give you some to give you some actual, you know, advice if there's a chance. So we've got that, we've got the model. Now what? I guess so. Monday breaks are going to be sacred, so tomorrow no stream. I'm telling that, so it would be somewhere, right? I'm telling it right now. I guess after the stream, I'm going to also make a post on YouTube that tomorrow we are going to have a break and maybe try to write some kind of thing. I feel like if I'm going to stream for 7 days a week, I'm going to have issues, even if I'm going to have like possibility to like, oh, today I'm going to draw, today I'm going to play games. I feel like I want to still save it and make games like my go-to when I'm way too tired to draw. So like I'm going to have like basic plan, which is going to be like filled with drawing streams, but if I'm going to be way too tired after work to like actually draw, I'm going to actually play a game. So I feel like one break is going to be enough. So like I'm going to try to fill these 6 days. Although having 2 breaks was really comfortable with like my side work, so that was actually cool. And yeah. So from one thing to another, what's left is actually like making sure that all the things are going to be cut properly, shade the thing, and rig it in the software, and we've got the model done. Was it fast? Well, to that point, I guess making this much in like about 4 hours, give or take. Well, it's been like 3 hours with this one and yesterday's stream, and we've already done also one more stream, which was I think about 2 hours. I might be mistaken here, but if it was like 2 hours, then it's 5. If it was 1 hour, then 4. So yeah, between 4 to 5 hours of a progress, it's actually a lot. But the more work is actually ahead of us. The like all the cutting, shading, and rigging is actually like everything else for the model. It's actually everything else for the model, and it sucks, but unfortunately, that's actually, that's the actual thing, the actual problems. So yeah, I have to really look into everything, and we'll see. Meanwhile, folks, I'm really glad to have you here. I am really glad we could talk. Sorry that I challenge a VTuber to make an edit of them. How would you go about it? Hmm. If you are going to be able to make an edit out of me, sure, go ahead. I don't know if I understand the thing, but yeah, if you want to make an edit out of me, sure, go ahead. We've already had a couple funny ones. That reminds me, I've promised to the creators of those edits to actually post them on YouTube, so I need to really get into that. But well, folks, as always, thank you all for coming, and I hope to see you in the next one. Stay creative and